Going back to even Chavez, they were doing a little pound for pound thing, which is kind of funny too on that same show when they had Terrence Crawford, and then so they're telling Terrence Crawford to rank his top 3 pound for pound, and then I think he put Canelo at 3, and
Crawford was on los golpes.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
It was funny. They're trying to sell him. They're trying to
ESPN.
Politics, but yeah, he put Canelo at 3, and then they were even asking him like, "Hey, why do you think the Mexican fans don't give Canelo credit?"
Yeah,
and well, he doesn't know shit, but he's just like, "Oh yeah, well, African American fans don't give me credit either," which is like whole different story. But yeah, I think that's a big question why Mexican fans don't want to give him credit. Well, because he's like the face of boxing.
Like,
now.
What do you mean? Like, don't give him credit?
No,
I give him all the respect in the world.
But a lot of people don't just because they don't like him. Yeah. Another thing too, it's also because Canelo, like, not just they want to judge his resume, but they once Abel and Tom try to push Mexican style, like people Triple G or Mexican style, Mexican style. I don't mind, like, I'm a Mexican and I like Triple G and I always rooted for him when he wasn't fighting Canelo. I mean, right there, I didn't know who the fuck to root for.
Yeah.
But
he's my favorite boxer, too.
But I had never rooted against. I had never felt weird, like, oh, my God, like, I don't know who to root for. You know, because I like Triple G. But that fucking marketing, that Mexican style, fucked it up for Mexican fighters. Because there's all these Mexican people, and nothing against, because I'm Mexican and I support Triple G. But they give Triple G all the Mexican style credit. And they support Triple G just to hate on Canelo too. And it's like, there's so many boxing, like Mexican boxers who fight Mexican style, who are entertaining, and you guys have no idea who the fuck they are. Or all these Mexican fighters. Look at so many Mexican fighters. Oscar Valdez, there's a bunch of, like, in the lower divisions or just in general that they have same style, come forward, no defense, or just they just eat punches to come and counter you with 3 more.
And they
don't get any recognition from Mexicans. You never hear Mexicans talk about any boxer other than either Triple G or Canelo or the old ones that are already retired.
Yeah, it's a casual.
And then it was funny too because Triple G is my favorite boxer, but even before the first fight, my prediction was that Canelo was gonna win, right? And then the whole Mexican style talk, Triple G landed like 5 body shots in that first fight. 8.
And then this one 6.
So that whole Mexican style, it was all like bullshit. It was part of the little marketing, but I'll stop there because these guys are getting mad at me.
I find it a little insulting in a way that Mexican style, if you look at all the big names in Mexican history, obviously Chavez Sr., but Juan Manuel Marquez, he wasn't like just come forward.
Yeah,
he had crisp combinations, super fucking cool ass counter shots, and he was pretty good with his feet.
Yeah. That to me is Mexican style, like counter punching.
He's counter puncher, and he was all around great.
Yeah.
You know, or Finito Lopez. Was Finito Lopez just come forward, mete un chingadazo, and I'll just eat it?
That's what it looked like.
The only ones that were kind of like that were Barrera and Morales. But against
even
each
Morales
other.
was a great counterpuncher. Yeah. That's how he was able to beat Pacquiao.
Exactly, but they were still great counterpunchers. Yeah, they would get hit, and they were just come forward because they're Mexican wars, and that is Mexican style. Come forward, regardless of if you're getting hit. But at the same time, it's not just come forward. A bunch of European or Western European fighters fight like that. They fight come forward anyway. You know, besides the Ukrainians who are a little bit more crafty in their footwork or a little bit more lateral movement.
Yeah.
Every either European or Eastern European boxer, they come forward anyway.
Yeah. Even the Asian ones.
Yeah.
Most of the Asian ones are like that, speed and power.
Yeah, they come forward. So it's like, why are you marketing somebody who just comes forward and eat punches as Mexican style? He just has a great chin and like crazy power, so that's why he doesn't get knocked out. But I think that it's not.
How'd you score that second fight?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I had it 115-113 for Triple G.
Triple G? Why?
That second fight?
Yes, because in my opinion, I guess I'm old school. In my opinion, you have to really decapitate the champ to take his belt. And because the 9th and the 10th, Canelo got rocked. Both in the 9th and he got rocked in the 10th. So, but a lot of rounds, like the first 5 or 6, I had no idea.
Oh, no, they're very close.
What the hell was going on? Yeah. Like the first ones were for Canelo. Because Canelo was like, as soon as he came in, I was like, oh my God, he's like hella... he's actually fighting him toe-to-toe. But I'm like, it's not going to last. He's going to go against the ropes. The only times he was against the ropes were against those to the 9th and the 10th.
Yeah. Right.
And then Triple G didn't finish him. Why? Because he's scared of those counters.
Yeah.
And then, in the first and the second, Canelo hit him on the body, and I don't think he likes that. Yeah. I don't think he likes those body shots. There were some nasty shots. Now,
this was the first time that I saw like Triple G's legs not be there like all the way. Because at times he looked off balance in the last few rounds.
We thought that about Canelo because that has always been Canelo's problem, stamina.
That's what I told
That
him.
has
He's like,
always
where?
been. So I'm like, it doesn't matter if Canelo
Yeah,
comes
see,
forward
and
because in the later rounds he's just gonna.
I give him shit
you
for
know?
that. I give him shit for that because to me that's just a theory.
No,
No,
me,
Because
Canelo
how many losses does Canelo have?
To me, Canelo, Mayweather, but
One,
to me,
right?
Yeah, but to
so
me, Canelo.
This whole gassing out shit. When did that happen?
Every fucking fight.
You can gas out, but still win. Like
every fucking fight.
If the other person is not fighting,
what do you consider gassing out?
He doesn't have.
Not throwing punches for a whole minute.
Against Kirkland, he started off great in the first round. They were fucking, and Kirkland was on his ass. And obviously that's what Canelo thrives on because he's a counterpuncher. But in the second round, they were fucking gassed. Both of them were gassed.
To me, Canelo has never thrown a lot of punches, so I don't know where this theory comes from.
He always gets gassed. In the fucking first fight against Triple G, he was gassed as fuck. That's why he always fights in spurts. If you watch Canelo fight, you know Canelo fights in spurts.
Yeah.
He'll be
so
like
that's gassing
first
out?
round.
So Mark is gassed out in every single one of his fights,
bro. Paul Williams would fight the whole fight, the whole round.
So how am I know Mark is gassed out in every single one of his fights? That's what you're saying too.
It's not the same thing. It's you can.
Marcus even throws less.
You can even see Canelo like he's super.
He's smart to me.
Gassed, but he's
it's
gassed.
A marathon. It's not a race.
He's gassed. He's been fucking gassed. In the
first
fight, I feel like he lost. That's why he lost the first fight against Triple G.
I didn't think he lost.
He would fight in spurts. He would be like getting the first half of the round, and then he like
what's
roam
crazy?
around, and in the last round he'll try to steal it with a combination.
You know what's crazy? He still landed the better punches in every single round.
Yes, he did. I never said he didn't. He landed the better, crisper, more accurate punches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, he lost that fight because he does the same shit he does in every other fight. He fights in spurs. He takes breaks in between fights, and he wants to come back.
See,
in the
that's
later
important.
rounds.
That's why I don't like the 3 judges. If you don't like that style, then you're not gonna score any rounds for him. Right?
That is not just about that.
But if you have judges that do like his style, they're always gonna score for him.
Yeah, that's why I don't like 3 judges because it's all about opinion.
Yeah.
Subjective to your own opinion.
Yes. Yeah, I personally had the second fight, Canelo 115, 113, and a big reason was because the spurts, they're so eye-catching, and those judges are gonna be, swayed by those combinations, by those.
Well, you know what's weird, and why I feel also the Team Triple G shot himself in the foot not only because Canelo fought his style and they didn't have any fucking answers, but because they picked the judges. And the only judge they brought back from the first fight was the judge that gave it to Triple G.
Yeah, don't worry.
And even
I'll bring it up.
And even in this fight, that judge gave it to Canelo. So what are they going to say? They picked the ref. They picked the judges. The only judge that came back from the first one was the one that picked Triple G the first time. So what are they going to say? Yeah. Nothing. That's why they were like, yeah, congratulations, Canelo. Because what are they going to say? The judges? Blame the judges? Motherfucker, you picked them. Yeah. The ref? Motherfucker, you picked them.
So at the end of the fight, would you rather be Canelo or Triple G in that fight?
What do you mean?
Who would you rather have been?
Well,
after
Canelo.
that fight?
Canelo.
Obviously, right?
Because you're going to make a lot of money in the future.
Not about... I'm talking about the fight. Dude, one guy has both of his eyes swollen up, and the other guy is like chilling.
I feel like, Canelo was going to be marketable regardless, even if he lost. He lost the first one, and he was marketable.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the fight. If you're actually fighting... Whose punishment would you have rather taken?
Well, obviously, I don't think Canelo took any besides getting staggered.
So how did he lose?
He didn't take any in the first fight either.
So how did he lose?
It's not just about that. I don't think that's the thing. I told you why I only gave it to Triple G because in my opinion, you have to beat the champ. And I did think Canelo did enough, but I just had it because some rounds I'm like, if they're toss-up rounds, I'm gonna give it to the champ.
Yeah,
and that's why when people say it's a robbery, because it's a one-round swing, right? That's what we're talking about here. So that's why when people say it's a robbery,
so I don't think it was a robbery. I feel like, I had it for Triple G, but so many rounds were literally so fucking close that they could have all gone to Canelo.
If you have it by one round, either way,
it's not a robbery.
That's why I had it. I had it as a draw. 114.
This fight was more of a draw than the first one.
And then the first one, I had it 115 and 113.
For who?
Triple G.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. I had it. I didn't want to say it was a draw, but this second one was way more of a draw than the first one. It was, and that's when people are like, "Oh, do a third one." I feel like this time Canelo beats him even more convincingly because as we see with even though he he gasses out, he fights in spurts, we still see a growth in him in every single fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this time if he fights him,
his stamina was a lot better for this.
Yeah, he will beat him. Maybe not. I don't think he can knock out Triple G. Maybe with a body punch, but
no. That'll be pretty tough.
But he will. I think he'll beat him more convincingly.
Yeah,
if they
that's
do
why I
fight
was
a
asking
third
these
time.
guys, like, do we really want to see that fight?
I don't.
You don't.
I
do.
think
I
I'm
don't.
pretty cool.
Because like I was telling, I know he loves Triple G and he wants to see him fight again, but I just told him I don't want to see him go out like Sergio Martinez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
know
Maybe
what?
like a
What I
world
think what
farewell
fucked me
fight.
up about Triple G too, about his career, is that people did avoid him for a long time, but now he's not he's done
Yeah.
in like boxing in a way that, because everybody wants to promote Triple G online, but his fights, I mean, he sold out the Madison Square Garden against Lemieux, and I forgot against who else he sold it out
Jacobs.
to against Jacobs, yeah, but
He
with
brought-
no belts,
All his fights
what
here at
champion
the
is he
StubHub
gonna-
Center Forum.
Triple G,
sold out.
Yeah.
Triple G brought boxing to the forum, dude.
But
Yeah.
who is he gonna fight now? Like, okay, I wanted to see him against Billy Joe, and now they both don't have fucking belts. I mean, that fight's still interesting, but it's like,
Nah,
And that's why
Triple
go
G. No, Triple G should fight Canelo again, because
well,
I'm
that's
sure.
his money. That's his
No,
Yeah.
no,
money all
no.
over
It's not,
again.
I don't think it's about money anymore. Yeah, I think for him, well, for Tom Loeffler, yeah, because he cashed in because he doesn't have Klitschko anymore. But for Triple G, I think for himself,
Yeah.
like, at least if I want to leave boxing,
does he really want that fight?
Triple G?
Yeah.
If you ask him, yeah, definitely.
Well, obviously he's gonna say yeah, but
Yeah, I think he deserves it because people are still undecided what happened in the first fight and even in the
That's
second
true.
one too.
That's true, but at the same time, it's gonna be.
he's not gonna win.
Yeah,
He's not gonna win, and it's gonna be more of a.
Yeah.
They're
And
gonna,
the
I don't
same
know.
thing.
Yeah,
People are
and
gonna
I don't
push it.
care.
Because if
I don't
Canelo
care
beats
who-
him convincingly in that third fight, it's gonna just discredit the two fights that Triple G did, in my opinion.
No,
No, I don't think so.
If
Because
you're a
I think
casual,
most
yeah.
people know that.
If you're a
he won
casual,
the
you're gonna
first
be
fight.
thinking like that. But
I don't think he won the first fight.
when you
won
have
the
two
first
great
fight.
fighters, they deserve a trilogy because we hardly
true.
see any trilogies. I mean, if you want to talk about trilogy with Timothy Bradley and Pacquiao, no,
those
that's
were
not.
fucking those
that's
were
not.
robberies.
Yeah.
That's pure
fucking-
top rank, just trying to collect cash inside.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
some fucking robbery.
With me, and we talked about this, Gio, like with Triple G, if he's gonna do a third fight, he better have a plan B, C. Like he needs to do something
Okay,
different.
but that brings me to my point with Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez is like decorated, but in my opinion, I'm sorry, but he's not that great because we saw that he had no answers. 8 body shots? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
In the first fight, go to the body.
See what happens.
Go
like,
to the body and see what's up. Maybe try it a couple rounds, try it out. And then that's why I'm like, oh, the second fight, oh, I bet he's gonna go to the body like crazy because that's what everybody was criticizing.
you would think that. You would think
And
that.
6, 2
There's
less.
stamina
And
issues.
it's like, yo, what's going on? You obviously don't have a plan for your fighter. Jab against Lemieux, like, yeah, a lot of people say, oh, Triple G won the second fight because that jab, though, that jab. Okay, but the jab alone is
Yeah.
not gonna win you a fight, but it sure as fuck can get you to keep distance
Yeah.
and
And that's where all
counterpunch
the
better.
Yeah.
all the
So I don't
shit
know why he
talking.
didn't fight like that.
That's where all the shit talking backfired because, you know, Abel wanted to make it a Mexican style fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that's exactly what Canelo gave him. But if they fight a different way, I think they would have been criticized because they're talking about the whole Mexican style,
Mm-hmm.
right? But either way, I think in that fight, tactically, it was just very bad for both of them, for Abel and Triple
Mm-hmm.
G. They didn't have an answer. But going back to the zone, like that's why I don't think Triple G's gonna sign with the zone, because like they're not gonna offer him nowhere near the money that they offered Canelo.
Well, of course not. But I think
No,
they
it's
would
not
drop
gonna
like a
happen.
couple
And-
million on
and-
him, though. I
And
think
knowing
they
how
would.
stubborn he is, like with the negotiations, he wanted 50-50, which I think against Canelo, which I think that was pretty dumb. But
no, that was
Well, he-
smart. That was smart.
Well, you're never gonna get it.
Then
no,
with
no,
the,
no.
With
You
the accusations,
hold up.
yeah.
You understand why he did that, right? Like why in the second fight he was asking for a bigger purse, right?
because he had
Hold
leverage.
up,
now.
let Gio answer this one. Why do you think he
Well,
was?
it's obvious because of the whole controversy.
Yeah, so basically because he had leverage,
Mhm.
he wouldn't be
Yeah, but
doing
you're
that.
still not gonna get it. It's not realistic.
No,
But,
but
yeah, the
because
purse
Canelo
went-
needed
yeah.
that fight, though.
The purse went
Canelo needed
from
that
30 to 35 into what? I think it was like 40%.
40.
Yeah, I don't.
And if he
I'm
would've
not
not-
criticizing that. I'm just saying
Yeah,
you're
if he
never gonna
would've-
get it
Yeah, but if he wouldn't have done that, but the thing is, like,
because you don't deserve it.
No,
dude.
but he was gonna get it because Canelo wanted that fight.
You need to
Canelo,
un-
even if Canelo, because a lot of people say, and it's true, Canelo doesn't need Triple G to make that much money. Triple G needs Canelo to make
Yeah,
that
he
much
does.
money. But at the same time, Canelo wanted to prove that he could win.
yeah.
So of course he wanted that fight.
Yeah,
That
but
was
it's
his
not a
legacy
realistic
fight.
number. That's
But
all I'm saying.
yeah, you don't know how hard it is now to judge a boxer's worth now anymore in boxing anymore, because we were able to do that with pay-per-view numbers.
Yeah, that's why it's so easy with Canelo to judge his worth because he's the only one putting.
So now you only have numbers. No, the number is already that subscription number that he got. So like,
Well,
how do
no,
you?
the numbers are the 1 million plus for his past 3 fights.
Which no, those pay-per-view. Yeah, but pay-per-views don't mean anything anymore.
Well, they did.
It's talking about now.
Yeah, I'm talking about now because now it's pure subscription, right? So like, how do you like judge a boxer's worth based on subscriptions?
Also with the subscription shit,
like that changes like the whole
go
paradigm.
on and off. Like they can just like, let's say there's not cool fights. I'm a fucking cancel that shit for like the next 3 months, and then
Canelo will keep you on.
Canelo fights this month. I'm gonna renew my DAZN shit. You know, it's not guaranteed that people are gonna just keep it for the time being just because Canelo's there. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think people are like, I mean, I fucking cancel my shit.
Yeah, and
I don't think I'm gonna get it again until I see some. I mean, $10 is not a lot. I think, and they have like a nice stable. You know, like DAZN has a nice. Yeah. So
did you catch the fights last Saturday?
I did. Well, the last 3 because I was watching the Dodger game.
Let's jump into that if you guys don't mind. The DAZN fight. So I was at a Starbucks.
Watching them at
No,
Starbucks?
I was doing homework and I was like, you know what? Let me pull out my phone and I started watching them. I couldn't do my homework after that because I was just
saw it later on that night. I didn't get to catch it live.
Yeah, I saw it after all the fights were done.
Mm-hmm. But you said you saw the fights?
I watched them live, yeah.
So what did you think about the Katie Taylor fight? We'll start with that one.
Well, with Katie, I think she looked great. Obviously, she went the distance. But I think with women's boxing, it's such a weird thing because there's fucking levels, obviously. And it's like there's not enough competition. And it's like either you're going to be a badass or you're going to dominate everybody. The only ones that I have, like, competition are the